And here's MP for three. Rebound by the Raptors. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
And so in the game for the Jazz, MP out there with Keontae George. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Bailey. And it's Filipowski in at the 5, down low.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Will stand one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things. And a lot of times, those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
Shot clock at 6. George finds MP. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Toronto leading by 15. Ingram with it. Still without a basket. Pass to Barnes. Birtle sets the pick for Barnes. From outside, off the mark. The Jazz shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. And here's MP for three. Trains the three-pointer. MP's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Utah. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Barrett against MP. From 13, Barrett no good. Jazz trail by 11. Outside, George. MP outside. Jacks up a three. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
And here's Quickly for three. Kept alive. Pirtle gets to Quickly. Pirtle sets the pick for Quickly. In the corner, it's Ingram. A second chance effort. Good. And the Raptors lead by 10.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly.
Oh, man, when you can't defend the three, it's painful to watch.
We talked about staying connected to shooters. And next up, let's check out the players of the month. These guys have been red hot. The Eastern Conference winner, Tyrese Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? Overlooked a little early on in his career, but once people saw more of him, they began to see.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Wasted no time on that one. Quickly's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Raptors. Jazz trail by 12. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys, back to you.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. MP looking around. Another miss by MP.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Barrett the pass to Quickly. Back to Barrett. From outside the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. A three from MP. That's a basket. His 8th from the field. 8 of 14.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Back to Quickly. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Quickly's got 5 points now in the quarter. And here's MP for three. And Utah, another three.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Outside Barrett. The kick out to Barnes. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Barrett against MP. And the Jazz with another three.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Pirtle. And here is Barnes. Here's Ingram. The tray. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Ingram with the steal. Nobody near Barnes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game for the Jazz. Kyle Filipowski's checked in for Love. And Bailey's subbed in for Jackson. Here's Ingram. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. Count that one.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
On the wing, MP. Dick defending. MP, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Dick wide open. Off target from three-point range. On the wing, MP. He's got 29 points. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully it's not too serious.
And the Jazz making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Pass to Pirtle. Now, here's Quickly. Here's Dick, covered by MP. And the Raptors miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
No good on the triple. Raptors leading by 7. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pirtle sets the pick for Ingram. For the three, Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A three from MP. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
1 second left. It doesn't go for him. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Raptors lead by 4. We'll be back shortly.
I literally sat down on timeout, up by 5, and when I came back, it was 18-32. And I've been trying to fight back up since then. Shit crazy.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call.
Utah. Kevin Love's checked in for Filipowski. Jackson comes in for John.
Gotta go crazy this quarter.
And MP subbed in for Baylor. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to George. MP with the bounce pass. This one for 3. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
So on the floor for Utah, we've got Jaren Jackson. Collier out there with George. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Days in at the small forward. Let's go to the sideline. We've got something on Lauri Markkanen. Allie, what have they told you?
Guys, I was able to talk with Utah's head athletic trainer about his status. It's his shoulder that's the source of discomfort right now. The diagnosis at this point is that it's just a sprain. And for a team with eyes on a championship, this injury could have serious implications. We will see how it affects them.
Thanks, Allie. We appreciate the update.
Well, look, injuries take a mental toll as well. These guys all want to be contributing to the best of their ability. It's tough to sit out and watch.
Takes the 3. Good. Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Ingram, big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Well, there's Ingram using his length and just hammering it down.
MP outside. And down goes the 3.
Well, they got their young star the ball, and it paid off. MP so hot.
Rips it down with 2 hands.
Well, just huge points there from Ingram. His length is so often an advantage in those situations.
MP fires. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Little with a string on MP. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't.
Good, he hits again.
And only a handful of the all-time greats have more 50-point games than he does.
He's moved all the way into a tie for 4th place on that list. And for the Jazz, the shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And Darko
right now.
Calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Bailey is checked in for Utah. And now Hallie McCoy says something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Darko was going over with his team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Thank you, Allie. Barrett outside Ingram. 6 to shoot. Barnes outside. The long shot, no good. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Barrett against MP.
Fucked up. I think James Harden.
What do you think we're going to see next?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well,
does not hit. And so it's Utah who's
Let's fucking go.
with the win.
To take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. So long, everyone.
Whole stadium looking sick. Niggas looking sick.
All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. George out there with MP. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Williams in at the 3. On the wing, MP. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. Buries it from 3. And congratulations go out to MP. He received his first All-Star selection.
And as a starter, too, B.A., that's when you know you've made it. I mean, you're not just on the roster. You're one of the stars of the team.
That one falls.
Boy, the combination of skill and soft touch, pretty unique, and Siakam has both.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the 2 things we all want: hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And here's Siakam for 3. That shot missing.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of the game, and that makes them dangerous.
So but nice passing by Indiana here. Shoots a fadeaway. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Now here's MP. Defense right on him. Jackson, the screen for three. George connects from downtown.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Siakam outside. Pass to Shepherd. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Williams passes to MP. The three. He buries it from three. MP's got 6 points. And you got to give it up for MP, securing his first All-Star selection. What a moment for this young man's career.
Yeah, what a moment indeed. One he'll never forget. Now, I know MP fans think this is just the first of many to come, but I hope MP savors this moment. He's earned it.
Tries the spin move. And MP throws it down hard.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you for real.
Pacers trail by 10. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And it's Shepherd missing.
Ooh, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Williams finds MP. George outside. Pass to Williams. And here's MP from outside. On target from range. 11 points in the game.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Shepherd. There's the three. The rebound by Jackson.
Trying to match three, sometimes you get too amped up, and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
Now here's MP. Fires from deep. Pascal Siakam with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Neesmith. Puts up a three. Up again. It's good. On 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. MP, the pass to Jackson. And here's MP. Three-pointer. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Days has got 14.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's MP making things happen for the Utah Jazz. Clicking. Changes here for the Pacers. Ivica Zubac comes in for Huff, and Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Furphy. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Kevin Love's checked in for Filipowski. Williams comes in for Conchar. Days checked in for Bailey. And it's George in for Collier. MP finds Williams. Clock at 6. MP, a screen on Siakam. From the wing, Williams misses. Pacers trail by 17. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Pascal Siakam out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Walker in at the 3. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Here's Halliburton. And Indiana misses again. Utah's gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Raptors had a huge game. He contributed 52 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of threes. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. Shepherd comes in for Walker. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Utah.
Oh, wow. How about the handles from MP? I mean, that's just a beautiful play.
Outside Neesmith. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Utah leading by 20. Here's Days. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Nembhard.
Your young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside.
Free throw good. MP. Walker, he's checked in for Nembhard. And both free throws good for MP.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Pass to Shepard. And he drives in. Three-pointer, Halliburton hits the trifecta. Halliburton's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
MP left side. Fires for 3. Walker pulls down the board.
A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
Drains the triple.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Here's Shepard, covered by MP. Outside for Halliburton. And Indiana again with the bucket.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Now here's MP. He's got 21. George outside. Back to MP. There's the triple. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Days has got 10 points now, just in this quarter. And so it's the Utah Jazz, ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month awards are in. Let's check them out. In the East, Tyrese Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? Overlooked a little early on in his career, but once people saw more of him, they...
And let's talk now about that first half.
That's how they
what
feel?
A commanding
All right.
start for the Utah Jazz.
I couldn't tell the...
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
So the Jazz 5 right now. Williams is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Keontae George. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's MP in at the 2-guard spot. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Brian, back to you.
The cagey veteran. Allie, thank you.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And just a forceful play by Jackson, clearing the glass and muscling his way to his own shot.
Siakam, the pass to Halliburton. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. 7 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Graham.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Pulls up on the wing, and Indiana again with the bucket.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
And so MP will bring it up for Utah. 22 was their biggest lead. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll put them right in the middle of a 5-game road trip. Offline with a 3.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
Listen on purpose so I can make it more.
Pass to Halliburton.
I don't want
the 3. Utah grabs the
miss. Give him
miss.
some momentum.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
MP outside. Here's Williams. MP outside. This one for 3. The rebound by Nesmith.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Outside for Halliburton. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just flying around up there. Nesmith throwing it down nicely.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Indiana with some changes. Walker, he's checked in for Nesmith.
Sit me
and
down.
it's Nembhard in for Shepard. And a switch here also for Utah. Collier's checked in. Jazz leading by 16. MP looking around. Fires the 3. Utah with another miss.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. I just love the ball.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Williams. From deep, MP. He drops it from range.
At any time, I can just start going for
a reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Nembhard against MP. Nembhard, the pass to Walker. Here's Halliburton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Really good work by Halliburton to stay with his shot motion.
Timeout here called by Rick Carlisle, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Fourth quarter now. We're about 1.5 minutes in. The deep 3. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got 4 rebounds now. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Pascal Siakam out there with Jarris Walker. And it's Huff in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. The Jazz shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. To the paint. Here's Dave. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
I like how MP did not settle for the lay-in. He left no room when he threw it down.
Siakam outside. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
MP left side. Just 5 to shoot. Missed inside. Nesmith with it. Now guarded by MP. Here's Shepard. Nesmith on the wing. Pass to Halliburton from outside the arc. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Tyrese Halliburton, take a bow, young fella. You deserve it. You have been outstanding.
MP outside. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Collier. With a 9-footer. Got it.
Even though he hasn't lit up the scoreboard, I like how he's keeping others involved.
Indiana shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Here's Shepard. Pass to Zubats. Here's Neesmith. It's good.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Jazz.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And when we look at their record, this game pushes them to 49 wins.
It's been a one-sided matchup. They took the right approach in this season series, finishing with a 2-0 record against Indiana.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Boy, I loved his approach. Businesslike, methodical, highly productive. When they needed points, he was the one that got them.
Shepard, first personal foul, second team foul.
Free throw good, MP.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Mikhailuk's checked in for Conchar. Pass to Shepard. Dumps it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy. On offense, here's Utah. From deep, MP fires in the triple. Days has got 36 points.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
For three, another three for Utah. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
I'm coming back and playing another game.